Hi, this is Meera Gandhi, and welcome to my 5-minute podcast called 3 Tips. In this short podcast, I share 3 tips on all matters of life and just about every topic or situation imaginable. I like to walk the talk and will share my real life experiences as I give you 3 easy tips to shift closer towards finding answers to things. Today, we will talk about 3 tips on pacing ourselves through life. The truth is, we can't always live exactly the way we want to. Many times we can, and sometimes we cannot. After all, huge chunks of our life are shaped by external forces, people, or events. As sure as the earth is round, something or the other is going to get into our path and we're going to have to face it. However, the universe does give us the freedom to choose the pace at which we respond to external factors. Sure, 100 things may rush at us, screaming for immediate attention, but we can and we must say no. Await your turn. That's in our control. We must understand what we can deal with first, next, and then in a systematic and calm manner, we can move on to all things one by one. During COVID-19 lockdowns in March of 2020, I felt a huge moment of panic. There was so much to be done. My townhouse was on the market. Every bedroom was filled with stuff from 25 years of life in the house. There was no one coming in to help. The real estate broker was not showing the house as much as I wanted her to. The pandemic was a huge deterrent. At the same time, I was renovating a house in the countryside upstate. It was just all overwhelming. Then one evening, in March of 2020, Meryl Starr, my beautiful neighbor, who I didn't know too well, but always felt a kindredship towards, invited me to go with her for a walk in Central Park. We walked in Central Park and took pictures of the beautiful cherry blossom trees in full bloom. I came home a little bit breathless and still a bit stressed, and I called my friends Jaswant and Javier, and they asked me to just relax. They told me, pace myself, time was on my side. All will be fine, just slow down a bit. And now I offer this to you. Nothing was happening in a hurry during COVID, they said. As I started to calm down, I prepared for a bell meditation. I lit some candles, dimmed the lights in my bedroom, and started the bell and breathing meditation session, together with Inga Benson on the phone, my friend and longtime yoga teacher. After an hour and a half, I finally felt more centered and fell asleep by 9:30 p.m. The next morning, I felt clear and decisive. I packed a small bag and I drove up to the country. I decided I was going to pace myself and not try to work on all the projects at once. It worked. Step by step, every day, I paced myself slowly as I handled my vast list, one thing at a time. The saying, Rome was not built in a day, had never rung more true to me. So, in closing, my 3 tips on pacing ourselves through life when things get overwhelming or too hectic are: the first, slow down. Slow down just a little bit to breathe and create space in the mind. While doing so, try to find joy in whatever's in front of you so the tasks don't feel so overwhelming. The second, stay present. Replace anxiety about overwhelming amounts of work by consciously breaking down the tasks. The third, set your own pace consciously. Set the pace in a manner that you know is comfortable to you and that will enable you to accomplish the tasks you need to get done in your own life, one moment at a time. Before you know it, the task will be accomplished well and without worry. Here's to you pacing yourself through life. I'm Meera Gandhi, and this is 3 Tips.